Hello and welcome to The Spirit's Sake. My name's Rob. Thank you very much indeed for joining me. Now, at the beginning of the year, I said I was going to do some whiskies from countries where I've not reviewed a whiskey from before. And I managed so far only one, England, which is a disappointing one. But let's see if we can improve on it a little bit with Sweden. So I picked up this Mackmyra Svensk Ek from the LCBO in Ontario, about $100 inclusive of tax. Bottle at 46.1% ABV. It doesn't say anything about chill filtration or artificial colouring. Never had a Swedish whisky before. Here's the bottle, and I do like the bold packaging design, the big orange colour there. I like it. I like how they put that together. It's called Svensk Ek. Svensk Ek means Swedish oak, and it does have, according to this, 10% Swedish oak in it. So it's obviously a blend of various casks, and 10% of what goes in would be probably a virgin oak cask of Swedish oak. Distillery was started in 1999. It's now they've since had a rebuild, so it's now a ultra sleek, modern Scandinavian tower-shaped distillery. It's in it's a big concrete brutalist thing, 7 stories high, and it's a kind of eco-friendly distillery out in the woods in Gävle in Sweden. What else do I want to say about this? Not a lot. I like the way it's put together. There's an awful lot of marketing bump on every single side of this box, and it is really a lesson in marketing rubbish that goes with whiskey. How the barrel staves are dried for at least a year, coopered by hand. I mean, heavily toasted, ancient craft of cooperage. It's all a load of rubbish, and they've sort of slightly over-egged the pudding with that. It's annoying, but they're a new distillery. They can't trade on, well, we have been here for 200, 300 years, and the smugglers and the moonshiners and stuff. That they can't rely on any of that. So they have to, fluff it up where they can. Okay, so let's see what we have. There's an unusual, slightly sour sourdough bread beer maltiness. When I first opened this, there was a real unusual confectionery note, which seems to have gone away a little bit. But it really reminded me, when we were in the Scouts, we used to have a tuck shop, and there was a large oak box which had all of the candies in it for the tuck shop. And of course it would be slightly damp in the Scout Hall because it wasn't heated 24 hours a day. And as you go in the kitchen, you would smell this cold, damp confectionery note, and it was unmistakable. But it's sort of transformed into a more sourdough bread, vegetal kind of note. It's an unusual nose. Very, very, very strange, very different. There was an odd light fruity sweetness. It was citrus, but it had no zest, no zip. But now it does have that kind of lime zest note to it. Tangerine, most definitely. The oak, the virgin oak is coming through quite clearly, and I recognise that from. I bought an oak barrel, which a small 1 litre one, and in order to season it, I had to, and it was perfectly fresh virgin oak. I had to season it with tap water, and after just a couple of days, I drew off some water and I actually tasted it, so I could taste what fresh virgin oak, American oak, was like. And I do pick that up. There's apple, very definitely, an awful lot of ginger on the nose as well. Crushed ginger, candied ginger, but not all that. Can I say candied ginger? I'm not sure. A greenish vegetal kind of ginger. Lots of oak. It manages to be soft oak, but also oddly dominant. It's less dominant now than it was when I first opened it. Red licorice. Later, a little black licorice. Barley sugars and honey start to emerge. Peachstone, grassy notes, kind of cut grass or meadow, but a tart, tangy green apple and the peel of a red apple. But it is young and spirity, very it's how can I say the oak is dominant, but it's spirit led. It is a spirity, zippy kind of thing. But it does have a very noticeable virgin oak component to it. Unusual. When I first opened it, the nose was very much like the English whiskey, that kind of soapy bubble mixture note. But it's improved dramatically in just the couple of months it's been open. Oaky, vanilla, a little sappy, a little spirity, very strange on the palate. Spirit led, as I keep saying, lime pickle. Is there a little bit of pineapple in there? Maybe. Lavender, apple juice, and lots of ginger on the nose as well. Hard to describe. Lots of ginger on the nose. Here, why don't I add just a little bit of water, because it is at 46%. One and just a little drop. Maltiness starting to come through more. A kind of firm, gristy note to it. Much more of a hay kind of note, or straw. And darker sugars are starting to emerge. Maybe just a little wisp of smoke, vanilla pods. Digestive biscuit. Puffed wheat. A lot more forward on the ginger. On the finish, loads and loads of crushed ginger, gingerbread. Later, a candied ginger chews. To begin with, it had a bitter, burnt note on the finish, which is very disappointing. Now, nice flapjacky note, whiff of smoke, maybe, cinnamon bark, cacao nibs, lavender, and lemongrass. Not bad. Wasn't so good when I opened it, but having given it a bit of time, a bit of patience, it has improved dramatically. So if you see this for a sensible price, don't be afraid to pick it up and give it a go. It's certainly a different experience. I am enjoying it. So yeah, Swedish Whisky, what do you know? Hope you've enjoyed the review. Like, comment and subscribe. I hope to see you again soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.